This is part 2 of my favorite Disney movies discussion with Curtis Elton from the Listen, Listen, Listen podcast. That's the top 10. Now we have some honorable mentions for those that are like, well, what about this movie? Why was it not on your list? Well, it might be on the honorable mentions list or it might not be. That's for us to determine. Starting with you, what are some of your honorable mentions?
My
B.
honorable mentions, if I must, may I?
Must you? Yes, you can.
These are my honorable mentions for movies. I will start with the newest and go back. Not the top list, just the newest and go old. Okay?
All right.
There is
Yes.
The Lion. I'm speaking. Thank you.
Okay.
There is The Lion King, Toy Story 4, Aladdin, Avengers of Endgame, Penguins, Dumbo, Captain Marvel, Mary Poppins Returns, Ralph Breaks the Internet, The Nutcracker and the Four Realms, Christopher Robin, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Incredibles 2, Solo, A Star Wars Story, What? Avengers, Infinity War, A Wrinkle in Time, Black Panther, Star Wars, The Last Jedi, Coco, Thor Ragnarok, Jagged Jesus, Cars 3, Pirates of the Caribbean, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2, Born in China, Beauty and the Beast, Dangal, that's not available in any country, Rogue One, a Star Wars Story, and Moana. Then Doctor Strange, Queen of Path, Weave a Light Between Oceans, and Pete's Dragon. Should I carry on?
You shall carry on.
Okay, the BFG, Finding Dory, Alice, Free Looking Glass, Captain America, Civil War, The Jungle Book, Zootopia, Zootropolis, The Finest Hour, Star Wars, The Force Awakens, A Good Dinosaur, Bridge of Spies. Since when is that Disney? Ant-Man, ABCD2, that's no such thing. Inside Out, that's a good one. Tomorrowland, I remember that movie like it was 5 years ago. Nope, it is 6. It feels 5 years ago, but turns out it's 6.
Oh.
My mistake. Avengers Age of Ultron, and I'm going to skip these, up. And Bolt. We cannot forget Bolt. Or Wall-E. None of us said Wall-E or anything else. We didn't say Ratatouille.
Yeah, there's going to be some honorable mentions.
Also, we didn't say Cars 1, 2, 3, 4. Toy Story 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no Cars 4. There's just a Cars 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Incredibles 1 and 2. Monsters Inc. Monsters University. The Haunted Mansion. That is a great movie, isn't it?
Oh, well, it's mixed.
You don't like it?
Well, it was okay, but people thought Eddie Murphy was doing too much in that movie.
I liked it. Trying
to appeal to kids.
I thought I am a kid. A kid's a baby goat. And as a baby goat, it wasn't bad.
Well, for me, I don't think any Eddie Murphy movie for kids has topped anything but Shrek for me. Even Mulan's kind of like.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Shrek, but that's not Disney. So you're not out.
I'm not trying to get
say that's in a Disney stream. This stream is called a Disney stream, and you just mentioned something that's not Disney. Now we're gonna have to cut and start over. Hi, how are you doing?
Doing great. How are you? No, but seriously though. Yeah.
I wasn't being serious. Your turn. What's on your honorable mention list?
Well, just a couple, not a whole lot. I know you went through like the whole.
Yeah, it's very funny. That whole entire webpage of every single film they've ever made. Also, Artemis Fowl. I'm gonna have to put that one in. It was terrible.
Oh.
You haven't seen it?
Artemis Fowl?
Artemis Fowl, yeah.
No, I haven't seen the movie, but I have the books.
Okay, well, they said it didn't look as good as the books. I haven't seen the books. I don't read. No one reads anymore. But the film was good, but it wasn't great. But I'm putting it in because I was in it. That's why I'm putting it in. So I'd be a criminal if I didn't mention it. But what's your list?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go down because a lot of these honorable mentions that I have start down to the 90s. Let's see here.
I probably mentioned it.
Christmas Carol.
I didn't mention it.
You didn't mention that one?
Nope. Any movie from the last 5 to 6 years I have mentioned.
Right. Angels in the Outfield, a Goofy movie,
Oh, that's a good one. What about the
James
Tigger
and the Giant
movie?
Peach. Which one?
The Tigger movie.
Chicken Little?
No, the Tigger movie.
Tigger
Tigger.
movie. Oh, sorry. I was thinking you were saying chicken. Chicken, I was like, Chicken Little is not in my honorable mentions. I've seen it, but
Tigger movie. Nope. Oh,
Tigger
they have a
movie.
movie for every single character now.
Yes. James and the Giant Peach. I mentioned that. I saw that a couple
Wait,
years
is
ago.
that an animated one?
Half and half. It's partially animated, partially live action.
I think I've seen it. I saw it many, many years ago when I was a young boy.
Oh, all right.
Uh,
All right.
I saw it many. I saw it many years ago. When I say many, probably 5. I'm young. That's what a long time is. Now, I liked it. It was good. I think I know which one you're speaking about. I think that how many have it been? There's been a few of them.
Which one?
The James and the Giant Peach.
Uh, uh, I only think there's been. I don't know how to put this up in numbers. I know there probably was like some other adaptations of it, but I only know like one true James and the Giant Peach. The other was like a musical
Is
one.
that the one where they go on a peach and they float to New York City?
I haven't seen the movie in a while. I don't think it had anything to do with New York, from what I remember.
No, or is that the one where there was like a rhino in the sky or something?
Wait, oh, okay, yeah, it is. It has something about New York in it, so yeah, you might be
Yeah,
right.
oh yeah, yeah, I see it. I'm looking at it. They float across the ocean, and wait a minute. Oh
Oh,
yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that I've seen it.
okay, good, good, very
Good.
good. I have A Bug's Life that caps off my '90s stuff. Then moving on to 2000 stuff. 2000
Mm.
stuff. I
What about
have over
Utopia?
here Zootopia. That's in the 2010s. It's not a honorable mentions.
What
But
about
I have heard of the
Zootropolis?
movie. That's a thing. I
They
don't
have the
think.
same movie, but for some reason we have 2 different names.
Oh, I didn't know. I guess that's an international
Oh,
thing. We have Zootopia
yeah,
here.
internationally it's pronounced Zootropolis, and mainly it's pronounced Utopia. I have no
Oh,
idea why they've done that.
no idea either. Now my 2000s list. It might be surprises for you, at least. I have in my list. Treasure Planet. Remember that?
Treasure Planet. Is that a documentary?
No, that's animated.
I'm thinking of Discovery Planet
Oh, yes, no. That's the yeah,
on the
Discovery
Discovery.
Planet is the channel. No, Treasure Planet is here. I have Holes. That's a movie, live
Oh, that is a
action.
good movie, I
Uh,
think. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a great movie.
haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, I remember the
Neither
movie.
have I, but I remember it as if it was around 7 years ago. See
Yes,
what I did there?
yeah. The Shaggy Dog.
What's that? Is that Scooby Doo?
No, that's a live action. Tim Allen turns into a dog, a
Santa
shaggy
Claus.
dog.
You mean Santa Claus?
No, that's another movie.
He likes turning
Or a
into stuff.
franchise, rather. It's a movie. Sorry.
You know, I see it. Good characters, good people playing those characters.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, he likes turning into things. So you're saying he turns into a dog?
Yes, and that one, the Shaggy Dog. The Santa Claus
And
return.
yeah, great. Was it good?
It's been years since I last watched it, but I found it funny as a kid. If I change as an adult when I do a review of it, maybe one day. But
26%
might do a live
on.
action.
It's 26% rotten.
Okay, yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, we know.
All right. I didn't trust it, but yeah, it might be good. Your turn.
Over here, I got Meet the Robinsons, Ratatouille.
That is a good one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't make the top 10, but I just wanted to mention it because it's a good movie. I just want to mention that, you know.
Yeah, you know what is a
Hmm.
good movie? Darn it, I
Yeah.
forgot. I forgot. I just had it for 1 second in my head. Carry on. It was,
And then to cap off my 2000s list, I have Wall-E under mentions.
yeah, the impression for Wally is exactly the same as E.T.
Right,
I
right,
think. Do
right.
they sound similar, or is that just me?
I think E.T. has more of a scraggly voice than
Like
Wall-E does. Kind of sounds,
Wally,
yeah,
and
more
then
computer generated.
E.T.
I can see the similarities.
They both have a shaky voice.
Yes, very shaky. Just very shaky.
Yeah,
Very
that's how
shaky.
I think of it. Shaggy Dog, that could also be a spin-off for Scooby-Doo, because you have Shaggy and his dog.
That's right. But Disney
No,
might sue because
they
Scooby Doo is
won't sue.
Warner.
They
Oh,
might steal
still.
his ideas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
they
I
won't
don't
sue.
have a whole
Don't
lot of
worry. I know
2010
people.
other than
There was
Toy
one.
Story 3. I have,
There is one movie I wanted to say. It was a great. Oh yeah, Pearl Harbor. It is a very good film. Except no one liked it.
well,
But
well,
what do I know? I think it was probably one of the best films ever made. I do recommend seeing it. It is a very long film, but it's one of the best. 3 hours long. But
3 hours long, huh?
if you can see the Snyder Cut, you can see this. Or Harry Potter. If you can see that, you can see this. Anyway, that's my list. Because
Oh,
Pearl Harbor, you know what it is on? It's 24%. No one said it was good.
oh
I think
yeah,
it's one
not
of
a
the
lot
best
of
films
people
ever
like
made.
that. Yeah.
I think it's one of the best films ever made. That's just me.
All right. And like the last good movie I've seen, I have in my mentions here. Soul was one of the most recent ones.
I wanted to
Did I?
see it very
That's,
badly, and yet I haven't seen it yet.
oh, you gotta check it out. It's good.
Apparently it's very good. It's been nominated and won nearly every single thing. Well, every single thing it's been nominated for. It will win uh, the Oscar, but apparently it's got good songs.
Yes, jazz music.
Oh, that sounds good. I haven't
Yeah.
heard the songs.
Oh,
I really need to, though.
yes. It's good. It's really,
I will
really
be
good.
watching it very soon. I
You
still
got.
haven't seen anyone watching from the other shows I've been on. No, I still haven't seen any of the movies I said I will be seeing tonight.
Oh,
Because stuff happened.
stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put Soul up in there. That caps off my honorable mentions. You got your honorable mentions? That's
Yeah,
good.
now we're going to now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be spending the next 2 hours discussing each and every one of them.
Right, it would be lovely.
Yeah.
But that will
Let's
take
just
you a bit
discuss
longer
them
to
like,
edit.
let's just say the pros and cons of what we like and don't like about each one.
All right. All right.
If it's orderly, it's to the point, and I don't like orderly. It can be messy, but to the point, so people won't get bored.
Okay.
Just
All
an
right.
idea. If you want to just go through what you like and don't like,
All
or your
right.
favorite scene.
And this is our top 10, right?
Yeah, top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, because my honorable list will take a while.
Yes.
And I don't
More
know
than
most of those
2 hours.
I said on my honorable list. I just got them off of the internet.
Yes, yes, yes. I guess I'll start it off from top 10 Inspector Gadget,
What do
right?
you like?
There's
What do you
pros and
hate?
cons.
What do you like? You don't. It's Disney, so you aren't allowed to hate it.
Yeah, that's how I gotta be very specific on my words when I say the word
Yes.
hate for some reason.
Otherwise, you just see the words hate in a Disney stream, you're going, well, we're writing that up right now.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, what I like from what I remember, because like I said, it's been about nearly 2 years since I've last saw Inspector Gadget. I guess the action plot movie, like the action scenes, were kind of cool. I
Is
don't think I
is
really
is
like
it
the outcome.
is it an action film? How actiony?
It's not like thrown in up in your face a lot.
So
So
how no how
it's
violent?
oh this is kiddie, so it's like low key, mild violence, not a whole lot,
Do they have a lot of
not
spy?
rated R. That would be a different kind of movie.
Do they have a lot of spy gadgets and jetpacks in it?
Um, a lot of spy gadgets. I don't remember a jet. Jet. The jet. protagonist, like you said. I just remember a talking car.
You mean, I think you're thinking of Cars.
Oh no. There's a talking car here. Special Gadget.
I see.
And
Funny, every
there's
single thing in
Candy and
Disney
Toy.
that isn't meant to speak, speaks.
Hmm.
Every single thing that Disney does that isn't meant to speak, speaks.
Right. That's the
Yeah.
point. Talking car.
And, yeah, every single one. Uh, okay, that's your one. I'll do mine. What
Yeah.
do
Go
I
ahead.
like? What do I hate? I'll start from the end, work my way forwards. Uh, so Toy Story 4, it's just as good as the rest of them, as I said. The characters are good. I liked it a lot. And I've seen it by accident when it's been playing on TV many
Whoa.
times, and I'm still not bored of it. So,
Whoa.
yeah, for some reason it plays on movies just play in the background on TV sometimes live, and I watch parts of it, and then I don't watch parts of it. And then I
Right.
get, yeah. And it might either get old or it doesn't. If it's a good movie, it doesn't get old.
Right.
I liked it. And Up is the other one, which is tied. The first 10 minutes, as I said, any movie that you can laugh and cry in the first 100 minutes is money well spent.
Right.
That's one of the best quotes ever made. By me.
Absolutely.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, so yeah, as for my number 9, Cool Runnings. I know you haven't seen the movie.
Nope, I don't. I
It's a really good
don't think
story.
you even mentioned it before.
It's just terrific. I mean, your usual teamwork makes the dream work, and plus, there's Black Jamaicans in the movie that actually cooperate and try to win like a snow sledding race. See, I'm very vague on it because I haven't
There
seen it in a
was a
while. I'd have
movie
to
where
put.
they was. Well, is it a good film?
It is good. It is good.
Usually for your episodes, you give like a rating for each one. Should we do that?
I've been revamping my ratings because I know the Yeehaw Tastis is gonna stick, but I think the lower ones are gonna switch up.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll use Yeehaw Tastic, for some of
Yeehaw-tastic.
these. And yes.
Okay. Uh, all the movies on my list are Yeehaw-tastic, otherwise they wouldn't be on my list.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, I couldn't tell by But's here because we're speaking to each other, so it would be rude if I wasn't listening. You used the term dreamwalk when speaking about the Disney movie.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
about to get a knock on your door in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. I just have to explain to them that was a different kind of dream work that I was talking about, not video.
Oh, you mean the work that's like a dream?
Yeah, dream
Yeah,
work.
a
Yeah.
piece of art. I see. Thank you. Uh, my number 9, Jungle Book. It's a great film. I like the. I don't know who plays the characters, but all I know is that I like the songs and I like the bear in it because I like his songs and I like his personality, which is weird because it's only a movie, but I like
Yeah.
it. Only a movie? How dare I?
Right. Only a movie.
Yeah.
This is my first animated thing I'm talking about in my top 10, what I liked about it. Lilo and Stitch was my top 8 pick because that nostalgia kicks in. Stitch, I couldn't really relate to him, Stitch. But to kind of develop as a character as the story progressed, more laid back and actually, loving towards Lilo. It's a good dynamic to see. She teaches him how to be, more down to earth and not always wild and aggressive all the time. It's a good movie.
It sounds it. No, Stitch, Lilo. Don't know. Is the creature an alien? Because I remember, I think it's an
Yes.
alien. An alien
Number
designed as a
66.
pet. An alien designed as a koala.
I mean, kind of looks like
Sort of. Not like a koala. Looks like tiny bit. The ears. And I'm not sure. It's an alien.
it. Yeah.
Okay. I understand. 8, Monsters Inc. It's a great film. I like the songs in it. So that's why I like saying. Sorry. I have to put in TM. Monsters Incorporated TM.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna lose a lot of money from this. We're both gone. Uh, and Monsters Inc. Uh, it's a great film. I like the story behind it. I like all these films have happy endings. You never notice it.
Yeah.
Every single film has a happy ending because no one wants to go home sad.
Right. Walking
And
out of the theater like, man, I
and you
love
might
this
and you might one
movie.
day and you might think that a film with a sad ending might be different, might be good. I used to think that if I was making a film, maybe a sad ending might be different and it might be good. Every film I think that has a sad ending doesn't do well.
Well,
So there you go. Anyway,
boom.
all these have happy end. Monsters Inc. is a great film,
I love it.
and the
Yeah.
storyline is great. It's funny. Uh, it's funny. It's got a good plot, and I like the part where they're jumping out of the doors and jumping on the doors. And I like the Yeti character. Fun fact: the Yeti character is the same person who plays the truck in Cars.
Oh.
Same person. He's in Bugs. He plays one of the bugs in Bugs.
Oh, Bug's Life.
Bugs Life. It's a Bugs Life. He's been in everything. Okay, your turn.
Okay, yes. So moving down to the number 7 pick, The Princess and the Frog. It's your lovely, lovely fairy tale story. Um, having a black princess was groundbreaking for the time itself, but the story
Yeah.
really flows well together. The songs are good. The villain is great. Um, one thing I don't like is the fact that she had to be a frog for about 75% of the movie, but there would be no story otherwise, so can't really
Yeah,
complain about that. But it's a good movie.
that's a great film,
7?
and it was jazz.
Yes.
So, what number were we on?
7. I did my 7. What was your
Okay,
7?
mine Finding Nemo. It's a great story, a great plot. I like the characters in it. They were funny, and I'm saying the same things about each film. I can just skip the ones where I say it's great. They're all just great.
Right, and
Oh,
people have
great!
seen
They've
it
all got
before. They have their own opinions about it.
Yeah, they've all got great plots. And by the way, I do have a gun to my head as I'm saying this. Unless I say something good, bang.
Right.
Yeah. But I would say it anyway. Uh, it's the same for Cars. Great story, great plot, and the characters were great. Great. I can start changing this up again when it gets to number 5. So you do your
Okay.
number 6 and your number 7.
Yeah, I did my 7. My 6th, Muppet Treasure Island, just like I mentioned earlier, because some of my overall thoughts kind of stemmed into when we were actually counting down. Just like I said earlier, lovely fantasy movie, a little bit of edge and grit. Tim Curry, great. Muppets, great. The
I got a
songs,
question. Are
good.
the Muppets animated or are they the puppets?
They're puppets. At least in this
Oh,
one. I know they're animated in some other cases, like the Muppet Babies, but they're puppets here.
oh, oh. That's nice. It's original. When did that come out?
96.
96. The good old days. I don't remember it. So I wasn't alive. Uh,
Neither
uh,
were
uh, number 5, a live action version of Aladdin. Uh, as I said, people thought it might be good, might not be good. Some didn't like the trailers for it. I liked it, and I have to say good things about any movie, but it was very good. And even though it was different, the characters and the personalities were different, it still went really well. And the live action went well for a live action. Because how can you have somebody morph into all these shapes as live action when there's no animation?
True.
That's
True.
what I thought. How would that work? But they managed to pull it off.
And they did it effortlessly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so we shared same movie in number 5. My number 5 pick, Monsters Inc. Just continuing off of what you said, lovely movie, great,
Yeah.
and love Mike. Mike Wazowski's my favorite character. It's just funny. Love Billy Crystal, but yeah, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. What else can you say? It's Monsters Inc. It's good. It's good. It's cool seeing how monsters
Yeah.
work over humans and get their screams and put them in little canisters so they can
Yeah.
have
And
life.
then at the end, it's a lovely ending. Instead of screaming, you just have to tell a joke. And then his
Right.
power is 5 times more powerful.
Very powerful.
Yeah. Because who wants to be scared? You want to be
Right.
happy.
Laughter is the best medicine, they always say.
Exactly. I wouldn't recommend it though. Actually, no, I would. For some reason, yeah, no. All I gotta say, every time, uh, every time someone's in a tough situation, people say whenever they watch a funny movie, that helps them.
Right.
But yeah,
And then your
because no,
number.
I read online in the past year, people have been stuck at home. They watch funny movies, and apparently they're fine. Now I haven't watched funny movies, and I've just done my show,
Right.
so I'm just saying, funny movies are better than scary movies. Plus, I have nightmares from scary
Oh.
movies, so don't watch those.
Don't watch those, Curtis
Yeah.
says.
Number 4, the live-action version of The Lion King. It is exactly the same as the original Lion King, which I'm not sure if that worked as well, but it did. Because it's exactly the same. The length of the film is only around 5 minutes longer, and that's because of credits, I think.
Right.
But they're exactly the same length, nearly, and the only thing is different is it's live action, so it looks bad. No, it's not. It's not live action. You don't see people. It's just different animated and different songs slightly and different voices. But it's exactly the same as the original. Have you seen it?
The live action?
Yeah.
Not in full, no. Mm-mm.
I think we're into different types of movies. You've seen Inspector Gadget and
Yeah,
I'm not.
different timelines.
Yeah. And I'm watching Lion King. So
Right.
you see all the movies that no one sees, and I see all
Right.
the movies that people see. But that's what makes your show unique, and that's what I like. So
That's
your
right.
choice. Your choice. What's your choice? Next number.
Yeah, number 4, Toy Story 2. It's a nice little pickup continuation from the first one. It's probably one of the only movie franchises where I say actually had a good sequel. Up there with the Addams Family, which is not Disney
Huh?
yet. Give it time, it might happen
Yeah,
one day.
not yet, but it
But
will be someday.
give it time, give it
One day
time. But,
we will all be owned by Disney.
right,
We're gonna have
right,
chips in our necks that say property of Disney, and anything
right,
bad we say about Disney is we're gonna get like a zap.
right. Like the Blue Snowball, gonna be property of Disney. Spotify is gonna be property of Disney.
Apple is one day gonna be Disney.
Right. They just don't know it yet.
Or would it be
But yeah,
Apple owns Disney? Would Disney own Apple? Or would Apple own Disney?
that's a good question.
I'm not sure.
Probably in terms of their movies and TV stuff that Apple's trying out now, Disney would probably own them because I don't think Apple's really gotten a whole lot of hit.
Actually, no. Apple's problem was they started off with only a few things out, but those things that did come out were very good.
Uh,
I don't know if you have Apple TV Plus. I recommend
no,
watching maybe a couple of them because they are good, but not as many people are. The Morning Show, that's a great TV show, but that's
I
not
heard about
Disney, so
that.
that's Disney.
Back to Disney, yeah.
Uh,
We
one
don't
number,
want to be
well,
talking
yeah.
about DreamWorks or Apples, but yeah, right.
Yeah.
3.
We're not going to be speaking out DreamWorks, Apples, Oranges, or we cannot discuss DreamWorks. We cannot discuss Paramount. No.
No, not Warner
But
Brothers.
in 10 years we can because it'll be Paramount owned by Disney.
Yes,
Okay. What number were we on?
3.
Okay. The original Lion King. Now, it's a great film. I like the songs. I like the plot. Again, what I was saying, if you watch number 3, then watch the Lion King original, then the new one straight, not not straight after each other, maybe a day or two later, you'll see
Yeah.
how they're almost exactly the same.
Right.
I recommend you doing that too, because they are exactly the same. Just one looks better than the other, but it depends what you're into. If the lions look like real lions in the new one, but in the old one it looks like a cartoon. but they are both really good. So I'm not sure which one's better.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, one's just a modern, exactly the same but slightly modernized version. It's like the original has gone into a time machine and turned up in the modern days. That's exactly what it is.
All right.
There we go. You're number 3.
Animated Aladdin, just
Yeah.
like I
Oh yeah,
mentioned
I
earlier.
remember.
Lovely story, great
It
voices,
is.
great
Yeah.
songs,
Hmm.
and great animation. What else can I say? I recommend if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. I think it should be in the top 2, not the top 3, but that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't read the disclaimer, Disney. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He did.
don't worry, it's not me getting sued or
Yeah.
shut down. You're gonna go to Disney Jail one day. Good luck.
One day, thank you.
Well, the only thing they serve where you get to watch movies. It's good, but they have
And
to
they
be
probably
like
serve you Mickey Mouse shaped food.
yeah, they give you and they get a therapist in, and you say anything bad about Disney, they zap you until you say something good.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Doesn't sound nice, but number 2, Disney Jail doesn't sound nice. I don't recommend it. Stay in Disneyland.
Right.
Number 2, Toy Story.
Toy Story, the first one.
Yeah, the first, but all of them are just as good as each other because if you look at uh, all the ratings and the things reviews, they all do just as good as well as each other. But fun fact about Toy Story, they apparently they had the original storyline and they made Woody out to be a villain or something, and then eventually
Mhm.
they didn't like the final movie, so they had to completely redo it and remake it.
Even though his villain tendencies do show up when
They
Buzz.
do a bit, but he seemed to be a
Yeah, they
lot
tone
worse
him
than he.
down as time goes on. Yeah.
Yeah, they turned it down. No, yeah, they turned it down a lot. So he, instead of being the villain, he's now likable. Instead of being unlikable, he's
Yeah.
now likable. They had to reshoot the whole thing and re-record it. So that turned out to be like an 8-year making of a film. Just
Yeah,
make
that would be interesting if he was a villain though in this movie. It would have been a whole totally different type.
yeah. And you know why they reshot it? Because they apparently they didn't like having no songs. Disney wanted to have songs in it.
Yeah, there'd be no
And
"You Got a Friend of Me." They wouldn't be singing that.
yeah, but yeah, you've got a friend of me is in the background. They usually Disney liked having singing from the actual characters, but Toy Story was different because there was only background singing.
Yeah, and if he was a villain, he probably would be saying, "You got an axe in you." Probably trying to get rid
Yes,
of Buzz in this cut.
yeah,
He wouldn't want that
that's
at all.
true. No, not at all. Okay, your turn.
So my number 2 pick was The Incredibles. You know, I love the action-packed scenes and the whole family working together situation. Um,
It's
was
incredible.
also interesting as well. Right, it's incredible. And totally different from the other stuff that I mentioned because it doesn't really have a whole lot of songs, just usual jazzy action
Yeah,
music score. Yeah, but it was
yeah,
good.
and that yeah because Disney originally had all just songs and speaking in that movie. Even Story went different. That's why Monsters Inc. and Toy Story and Pixar films don't have as much have no singing in it from the actual
True.
characters.
True.
So, but now they did well, so now Disney does it. Uh,
Absolutely.
Number 1. We've already done the sound effects for it. This is
Yes,
just saying
not
what's
doing
good
it
and
this
bad.
time around because this is part 2. This is more low key, less
Yeah,
sound
this is the
effect.
deja vu version. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, part 2, deja vu.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right. I'll make that a title.
uh, John, I'll go first. This is where do you want to go first?
Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead. You can go
Okay.
first.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you, thank you.
no problem. No problem.
Uh, Number 1 for me. Why do I like the original Aladdin? Because I liked the characters, the voices. I liked the songs, and when I was in my theater school, I always sang the songs. But not sang, spoke.
Spoke.
Yeah, because I like songs that don't speak. No, that don't sing. Those are my type of songs. But not like rap songs. Uh, in Aladdin there's You Got a Whole New World. That's a singing song where they actually sing.
Yeah,
But then you
that's
have,
when you actually sit down at a lounge and you just do karaoke. That's the type of song,
yeah, yeah, that's a singing song where you sit down and do
Right, you
karaoke.
put your hands out, be very expressive. Oh, new world, that kind of stuff. It's your type of song.
Yeah. But then you have character songs. Those are what they're called. Character songs like Prince Ali and what's the other one? Friend Like
Friend
Me.
Like Me and
Yeah, that's the one I always used to sing. It's not really any singing. It's just voices.
yeah. And did the villain have a song in this one? It might have been one of those rare
Yeah,
movies that.
that was like a evil version of Prince Ali.
Oh yeah.
But even that wasn't a song.
Right, he didn't get his own song. He just rehashed it.
Yeah. Do you like songs in Disney films that are singing songs or character songs?
Character songs, preferably.
Nice. Yeah. That's what I was always singing. So whenever, because I had singing lessons in my old school, whenever they sang, everyone else sang all these actual songs where they actually had to sing and do vocal warm-ups. I just went into different voices, and they played the instrument behind me, and they had no idea what was going to happen.
Amazing.
I know. I don't think one person said they don't understand the word I'm saying.
Right.
The others wanted it to keep going. It was fun. Good times, good times.
Good times.
Anyway,
Flashbacks
what's your number
with
one?
Kurt. Yes,
Oh,
my number
say that
one.
again? I didn't hear what you
I
said.
said flashbacks with Kurt.
Kiss. I don't know. It's 2 syllables sounds better than one for that. Flashbacks with Kurt. Sorry, I'm just thinking. It's my mind.
It's good. It's good. My number one pick was The Emperor's New Groove, and this is how I got mixed up with the villain songs because Emperor's New Groove, while it has a villain, does not have a villain song.
Oh.
It had one for the villain of this movie, Yzma, caught snuff out the life, but it was taken out because actually The Emperor's New Groove was going to be a lot more darker than the finished product, which was more comedic. Kingdom of the Sun, I think that was the original product, and it had a villain song in there, but they toned it down to make it more comedic. Emperor Cusco, who's this bratty young emperor who really wants to do what he wants when he gets to do that. Not exactly taking care of the population, but his character is developed throughout the movie eventually. But it's really good. I like that. And Kronk is another favorite character of mine. He's Yzma's sidekick. Uh, you've probably seen memes, and you've probably seen a lot of Emperor's New Groove memes because I know there was one of another
I
character.
think I might have seen one or two. I think I might have seen them.
Yeah, and another character in the movie that does like the the peace sign, who teams up with Cusco. You might have seen the meme of him as well. I'd probably put that in the YouTube video if I do that as such. So just in case, for context. But there's a lot of memes that spawned off of it. But really, overall, good movie, great movie. This is why it's my number one pick. It's one of the most funniest Disney movies I've seen. Just funny all around. What more can I say? If I had 4 thumbs, I would probably give it 4 thumbs up. But I only have 2.
That's all?
We'll work with what I got. Yeah.
4 thumbs? Come on. At least 8.
Okay, maybe 8. Maybe
It's Disney. Each Disney character has 8 fingers.
Right.
For some reason. Why don't Disney characters like Mickey Mouse ever have 5 fingers on their hands?
Well, I would ask, but I'm not trying to go to jail. I've already.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the vault. It's in a secret Disney vault with Walt Disney's frozen head in it.
That's right.
Yeah, right in there.
You better believe it. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up our top 10. Huh?
Oh, the police have just turned up. That's strange.
That's very strange.
And the sirens. Oh, the sirens.
Oh no. Okay.
And what's that? It's like I'm looking at the sky right now. It's like a bat signal, but it's got ears. It's got like.
And from around my corner, I think I can see helicopters.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. And barking dogs. Okay, yeah. Well, this is perfect timing because that wraps up our top 10 Disney. movies.
Yeah, and this
favorite.
1 hour, 30-minute conversation will somehow be wrapped down to 5 to 10 minutes. Good luck.
I am the Western Wonder. This over here is Kurt B. How can the people of Podcast Land find your podcast, which is the Listen podcast?
Oh, I like that. You can find the Listen podcast on Apple, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcast. You can follow me at Listen Pod. That is at Listen Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and you can check out my brand new website at www.listenlistenlistenpodcast.com. See you there.
There you go.
How did that sound?
And yeah, that sounded good. You did that. That's lovely. It was in one take. Meanwhile, you can find me, the Western Wonder. Little old poor old me. On the Western Reviews podcast. Similar to like he said, you can find me on Apple, Spotify, switched platform hosts. More information on that later. Wherever you can find me. And on my socials. You can find me on my Instagram, which is at Western Reviews Official. That is Western Reviews Official. Or my Twitter, which is at reviews_Western. There you can find some updates on podcast releases because we're really nearing the season 1 finale. It's close. It's close. After this, it's it for season 1. We're moving on to season 2. And my other podcast show that I have coming out, that's music themed. I'm going to be bringing those 2 fictional guys out. I cannot wait to unveil that. More on that later. And hopefully on the next one we might do something else with our recurring guest here. Kurt, it was once again great to have you on here for this podcast.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be back, Bill. It's great to be back.
Yes, it's great to see you again, and hopefully we can do this again next time. I don't know what we're gonna do, but if you're gonna be a recurring guest, we gotta make it interesting and sound effect filled and funny. And, yeah. And there you have it, folks. That's the end of the review. Hopefully we'll get Kurt in next time, and we'll do something different. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. The podcast people enjoyed this. Be sure to check out other reviews, his stuff, anybody's stuff. Podcasts are cool. And we hope to see you on the next one. Peace and limited release.